Hi, my name is Michael here. You can call me MBL Designs, and as you may see, this is not my normal background, and I was planning to start this video a bit differently, but uh, yeah, to tell the story straight, I'm in Örebro, which is a different city in Sweden than the one I live in. I live in Stockholm, which is the capital, for those who don't know. And I'm in Örebro for Klossfestivalen, which basically translates to the Brick Festival. So there's a store here in Örebro which is called Klossbutiken, which is like translated into the brick store, basically. So an independent Lego store. I've done multiple haul videos. Oh, I really should do a tour of the actual store sometime. That's something for next time, I guess. But the owner of Klossbutiken actually has an event for every year for the past 4 years, I think. Yeah, the past 4 years, if I remember right. So this is the fourth year, and I've been to the two previous ones. At last year's, I was an exhibitor, so I showed off some of my mocks, and I'm going to do that this year as well. So I was planning to start recording in Stockholm and have a bit of footage from the train ride and stuff like that. But there was some changes with the train that I was not expecting, and it didn't really go as planned. So I have none of that recorded. Um, so I'm actually going to start off with me setting up my like display area at the convention. So just to mention beforehand, I do change places. That's because I got told that I started setting up at someone else's table, so I moved to my table. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So take a look here while I set everything up in time lapse. So that was just me setting everything up for tomorrow, and so the convention is actually on. Trying to remember the days. Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, if I remember right. So I will be there all days, talking to people who come by and just overall interact with people, look at amazing creations and stuff like that. So this is the whole reason for this video. I did one last year at Klossfestivalen. I am going to record some of my favorite models and just overall as many models as possible, because I really want to give everyone their time in the spotlight, basically. So I'm really excited about this. This is one thing every year that I'm really excited for, and especially this year when I'm revealing my Avengers Infinity War displays, which I just finished off a month or so ago. So that's really exciting in my opinion, and I can't wait. So right now it's pretty late, so it's time for me to go to bed, I guess, and I will wake up tomorrow, and Klossfestivalen has officially begun then. So yeah, I'm really excited. So I'll see you in the morning. of this vlog type thing. So, see ya. Hi, I'm back. So today was the first day of Klossfestivalen and it was really fun. So I will be talking a bit here in the beginning, but afterwards I will show you guys some photos and videos of some of the mocks and things that happened today. So mainly today was the first day of Klossfestivalen, open to the public and all of that. Or open to the public. It was the first day basically. So I basically sat at my table talking to people about my creations. Also talked to a lot of fellow AFOLs and friends of mine, just overall really great people, and had a lot of fun today basically. So yeah, that is basically the whole day kind of summarized. Basically talked about my models, walked around, talked about other people's mocks and displays and stuff like that. I will show you guys some videos I took from today and some pictures. I will be posting a lot more videos later on for kind of each day type of thing. So yeah, that was basically it for today. So there wasn't anything major that kind of happened today, no big event or anything like that. They had an auction where they auctioned out some bigger and more exclusive Lego sets, and the proceeds will go to a cancer fund for kids, which is just amazing. So it's a win-win situation. You get good deals on more expensive Lego sets, and you get to help out kids with cancer. So that was really great. As I said, I got to talk to a lot of different AFOLs and just friends of mine, which is always really fun at these types of conventions. If you can see, I'm fucking sweating. It's really hot outside, or inside basically, and I'm pretty tired actually, so I am mumbling a lot right now. So yeah, that was basically it for the actual day. Afterwards, me and a lot of the other exhibitors went to dinner, and it was really nice, and we had a lot of great conversations. Just overall a really great time. Yeah, I kind of feel bad not going into detail or anything, but at the same time there isn't really much to tell. We just hanged out and it was really fun just overall. And yeah, and now I'm at my hotel, pretty tired as I said, and I am going to most definitely go to bed and prepare myself for tomorrow. And tomorrow is also going to be the exhibitioners dinner. So all of the people who display their mocks and all of the exhibitors, of course, will have dinner together at the conventum. So that will be really fun, and it always usually has some fun activities. So I will talk more about that later, depending on how the night goes. So I'm really excited for tomorrow and the other upcoming 2 days after that. So I can't really wait. So enjoy these videos and photos from, or mainly videos, I guess, from today. And I will be sure to add more videos later on with other great, amazing mocks that I found at Klossfestivalen 2018. Take a look.
Blir det dokumentärfilm nu eller?
Ja, något. Jag körde på med Cantina-bandet om något.
Har han rätt antal nu?
Yes, 5 stycken.
Bra! Den började hela Star Wars-seriet med den här tror jag. Men ni får inte baksidan på den. Man har byggt in fler cyklar.
So, another day of Klossfestivalen. So, today was the second day, and there wasn't really much else difference this in sort of activities and stuff like that at the actual convention or festival, depending on what you want to call it. Trying to think, yeah, the schedule for visitors was pretty much the same as the first day, different activities around the convention and also our exhibitions. But the really fun thing yesterday was the exhibitor dinner, which happens every year if I remember right, and they had a raffle, so everyone got a prize this time, which wasn't the case last year when just a few people got a raffle prize. But this time everyone got a raffle prize. At the moment I don't really have the stuff with me at the hotel. I stored them at my table at the convention hall. But it was like a monster truck from Lego City, 2 bath towels and a few poly bags and stuff like that. One with red lighter brick, so that's really nice. That's something I actually needed, so that was really cool. I will see what I will do with the Lego City monster truck, because I'm not really a big Lego City fan and definitely not a monster truck fan, so that might actually go to someone I know or something like that. I don't really know as of yet. Except for that, it was just really fun, and dinner was just amazing. I have a few clips of some train action at right after they closed for all of the visitors, so some of the exhibitors at the train area had some competitions or battles, if you may say so. So I will show you guys that and just overall some of the mocks that I recorded yesterday, so take a look.
Vem räknar ner? 3, 2, 1, kör! Oh, där.
Ja, det skulle ju vara.
du backa, Magnus. Magnus, om du backar lite så kanske det kommer här. Ja. Men mitt är ju snabbare. Ja, du börjar ju en kurv. Ja, du börjar kurv. Där. Jag ska jag... Säg var jag ska börja. Ska jag börja här? Ja, vem ska räkna ner?
Jävla HF-lärare!
Är du med? Jag är ingen HF-lärare. Jag har Hammarby IF. Tre, två, ett, noll! Tre, två, ett, kör!
Inget hände. Jo, Julia.
Deltagare redo?
Ja. Ska köpa en sån, ska ha en sån.
Va?
Ska ha en sån fläkt på.
Ja, det är bra. Ja, men jag kan vrida på snabbt här.
Jag kan hålla handen.
Ja. Man ska ha en sån.
Ja, men
om vi håller den och släpper. Vi får alltså...
deltagare redo?
Nej.
Nej.
Deltagare? Ja, redo.
Redo?
Yes.
Ja, först. Manne pratar med mig.
3, 2, 1, kör!
Han står och flyger iväg. Tappa ditt kod.
Ja, vi är redo här.
Du måste ju räkna ner.
Hi again. So today was the third day of Klossfestivalen, and it was really enjoyable. This time it was the Saturday of the convention, so the busiest day, if anything. So, and that's very obvious, I guess, because some people don't have vacation yet and stuff like that. So Saturday, everyone's off, so yeah, this was the big day and a lot of people were there. So I weren't really able to record any mocks today, so I will actually, like, the thing I do, I have been able to basically record everything before opening, but I don't really like the quietness that there is before the actual convention. I don't know what it is, and that just may be me, so please tell me in the comments what you think. But I actually do like to hear like the background noise and stuff like that, because that kind of adds on like the excitement and stuff like that. Because like the cool thing about these conventions aren't really the models are cool and stuff like that, but it's the conversations. And for example, I weren't really able to record that much today because it was a really busy day. I was mostly just sitting at my table and talking to people, and some of the conversations were really, really fun. There was like one, so most of my models or mocks at my table are based on mainly Marvel, so mostly the MCU, so Marvel Cinematic Universe stuff. One based on the comic books, which is the Ghost Rider's motorcycle, and two that are based on DC Comics. And there was one guy who's really, I could see it pretty immediately. If I remember right, he had like Swedish Batman shirt with Läderlappen, which is the Swedish name for Batman. Which, in my opinion, I really hate that name, because if you translate it, it's not Batman. But Fladdermusmannen, which is the Swedish translation for Batman, isn't good either. So so that was cool. I talked to him for a while about just the things I had on the table and just overall comic books and stuff, because he had pretty good knowledge for my opinion at least. So that was really fun. I handed out I don't really have one with me right now, but I handed out my business card. So I handed out like 10 or 20 of them today. So yesterday, that's really awesome. And I talked to a lot of kids and a few parents actually. There was one who asked me how to motivate their son to continue building and stuff like that. It was a really nice conversation, and the thing that I really took away from that conversation, I've had similar conversations like this with my parents, because I know a lot of parents who don't really support their kids in any of their activities or interests and stuff like that. And I've been so thankful for my parents who really supported me and my brother. My brother's into music and all this stuff like that, and I'm into Lego, and our parents really supported us. And some people may think, yeah, it's obvious you should support your kids, but a lot of parents don't. And for those who don't know, I have an education in childcare. Basically, that's like the best way to put it, because there isn't really a Swedish translation for my education. But just hearing how much this mother cared about involving herself and really motivating her son to continue, who's 6 right now and is really interested in building with Lego. And she was just interested in learning more about the adult fan community in Sweden and how they could help her son sooner or later get to that level to actually join a lug such as like Svebrick and other communities, because Svebrick is like the main Lego lug in Sweden. So for those who don't know, lug is Lego users group, and Svebrick is the main Lego group in Sweden, or lug in Sweden, and you have to be 18 to join. It is an AFOL community. So I talked for her like half an hour or something like that at least, just about her motivating her son, how she could possibly get involved, and just motivating him overall. And it was so interesting, because I've had some cases at some schools that I've worked at. Some parents have not cared about supporting what their kids want, and sometimes just wanting them to do something they want them to do. For example, I knew one kid who really loved art and drawing, and he's 6, or he was 6 at the time, and he was really, really good. And his parents did not see it. Their parents wanted him to play football, and there was one time I saw that he didn't at all like it. There wasn't like a glimmer of enjoyment when he played. So I asked him, do you even like playing? Because it doesn't look like it. And he just answered, but my dad loves when I play. That literally broke my heart when I heard it, but that's a completely other story. I just loved this interaction with this mother. It was completely amazing. So that's probably one of the best things that has actually happened at Klossfestivalen for me, because that was such an amazing conversation, and considering my education, it meant so much to me. Just that like 30 to 40 minute conversation, and it was truly amazing. But except for that, I talked a lot today, so I'm very tired. I'm really surprised that I haven't butchered this whole video yet. So 7 minutes, or around 8 minutes thus far. So in this just short clip from today. So that's really interesting. But overall, there was one really cool thing. Trying to remember his whole name, but They had a special guest today, which was a guy named Jonas Norlin. I think that's his last name. I'm not sure. I think that's his last name. I'm pretty sure of it. But Jonas is actually a former Lego designer, and someone I've had my eye on for quite some time. He was actually at the first Klossfestivalen, which I weren't attending. He wasn't at the second or third, but he was at this one. So I saw this as my opportunity to talk to him, because he basically had my dream job at Lego. He was a designer at Lego Marvel Superheroes, which is, or superheroes overall, I would presume, because he worked both on some Avengers set for Marvel, and he also worked on the Lego Batman movie, both on the movie production and also on the sets, because the movie production things are most likely the sets that he built for the movie, and then later on the sets in the movie became official Lego sets, basically. So I kind of butchered that whole description, but nonetheless. So I got to talk to him for a bit, which was really nice, because holy shit, I haven't mentioned this, I think. So I've got a job at the Lego store from now to, I think it's the 1st of September. By that time they will can't talk. Evaluate if they want to keep me or not. So fingers crossed they want to keep me for longer than 1st of September. But as of right now, I've worked at the Lego store in Stockholm, Mall of Scandinavia, for 5 days basically, and it is really amazing. So coming back to the whole Jonas, the designer thing, I talked to him for a while about how his application process was, because a few weeks ago Lego actually opened up the application for the Lego design or Lego or product designer application or whatever on their website, their Lego Jobs website. And I've applied for it now, and like the thing that he mentioned when I mentioned to him overall, that I understand the whole fact that for example with Lego recruiting fans, there's a big difference between the quality between, for example, a mock that I build myself and an official Lego sets. There's a lot of standards with an official Lego sets, and that's something I already knew, because just look at the sets Lego make. None of them are really some sets have flaws, and I've talked about that in previous videos with like Mr. Gill and Patricia and all of the Sunday video fun team videos. We've kind of talked about the flaws of some Lego sets, concerning our own opinions on the sets and stuff like that. But if there's one thing with Lego sets that almost every set can actually that every Lego set actually is, it's durable. That's something you can't really say for a lot of fan creations out there. So that was one aspect we talked about. But when I mentioned to him that I actually worked at the Lego store in Stockholm, he mentioned that Lego is kind of keen on recruiting other Lego employees, or something along those lines. That's not a direct quote from him or anything like that, but it's among those lines, basically, which that intrigued me a lot. So hopefully right now, when it comes to the whole Lego design or product design application, it's just basically sit and wait until I get some contact from them. So in the application it said that it would take a few weeks after the application closes, and I think it closes on the 27th of July. So yeah, sometime around August, I would expect something. One thing, knock on wood, that it actually happens. My birthday is in August. It would be pretty amazing if I got a very positive feedback from my application around my birthday, but who knows at this point? Anything can happen, and it's just sit and wait on that topic. Yeah, but I met Jonas, which was really nice. He didn't really have a lot of time, but I basically got everything answered that I basically would. If anything, it would be really cool of him to come by my desk and look at some of my things and just talk. And that would be really cool, considering that he worked on Lego Marvel and has some knowledge about superheroes overall, because I also have my Batcave, which I'm working on, or the first module for my Batcave, so it would be nice to get some input there. He will be there on Sunday, tomorrow, I mean. So that will be really nice, and hopefully I get to talk to him a bit more. Except for that, there was the World Cup, Sweden against England, and we got actually invited to a private screening on a movie screen near the convention hall we were at, and that was really cool. I'm not a big soccer fan at all. I don't really care for sports at all. There are some sports that I feel are interested to look at, like basketball, sometimes American football, but we don't really see that much here in Sweden. Baseball, same there. We don't really see much of it, but I think it's kind of interesting. But soccer, I've never been interested in it, and yeah, that's basically it. But considering that we had access to a private screening and it was Sweden against England, I thought, what the heck, let's watch it. Sadly, we did not win, which I kind of was hoping to, but I have no knowledge of if England was even better than Sweden or anything like that. I was just hoping that Sweden would win because I'm Swedish and from Sweden, so yeah, basically that. Yeah, so that was pretty much it for that, and after that some of the exhibitioners went to dinner, so we went to kind of Boston-inspired bar/restaurant called O'Leary's. Most of us had burgers and stuff like that, so a really nice evening overall, and then we headed off to different places. I ended up in my hotel and started recording this video, and you can even see that I'm kind of shining. It's pretty hot outside, and it's definitely hot in my hotel room right now, and I am pretty tired. So I'm going to end this bit, and hopefully I will be able to record something in the morning for tomorrow, or I will probably sleep in a bit until breakfast. So yeah, see you tomorrow. So I'm back in Stockholm, Sweden as of recording this right now. To record anything at the hotel before I left off for the last day of Klossfestivalen, and sadly this whole video vlog for Klossfestivalen did not really go as I would have liked it. Because of different circumstances, I weren't able to record at the moments I wanted to record. But I'm trying to make the best of the situation. So I'm now back from Klossfestivalen 2018, and I'm going to talk a bit about what happened today, because there was a lot of things that happened today and some really cool stuff as well. So today was of course the last day, and we pretty much everything rounded off, and just overall a really great time. There was a lot of people. It was a Sunday, so that's one of the reasons behind that. We did also have a pretty big thing, which was the famous Swedish high jumper Stefan Holm, who actually was a Klossfestivalen to break a record. There wasn't anyone there to make it like official or anything like that, based on what I know. But he actually managed to jump 180 centimeters on a bar that's completely made out of Lego. So I will have clips of that later on. But we also had the Lego, or the former Lego designer Jonas Norlén, who built some really cool stuff for Lego Marvel, some Hulkbuster, or all of the Hulkbuster models so far from Marvel superheroes, and he worked on the Lego Batman movie. So I got to speak to him. I don't really have any videos of that, basically, but really awesome guy, just overall, and just really cool stories that he told. Yeah, basically. So I'm a bit tired. It's 10 minutes past midnight. I just basically got home, but yeah, so that was really cool. And just overall, the whole experience, meeting new people, meeting people I've met before, and just interacting. That's like the main thing about these types of events, and it's really fun when you all get together. Everyone in the room has at least something in common, which is Lego, or for example, some people there love Star Wars, so I got to talk about that. I had my Marvel and DC stuff, some people love that, so you really get to talk about your passions, if it's mostly Lego in this case, but also some other stuff surrounding Lego. So that is really, really fun, and the main objective with things like this. And I can't really say anything else positive about this, so upcoming is something really special. I'm going to start off with him, actually. HH Productions Lego, I think his like online username is, but Henning, basically, is one of the exhibitors at the convention, and he made some really cool microscale transformers, which were really cool. But he was very, very generous, because at the exhibitors dinner, I think it was his father actually won the Ship in a Bottle Lego Idea set, and they later on traded it for the UCS, or the big exclusive, or yeah, the bigger collectible Hulkbuster model, and later on also got one of the 8x16 tiles signed by Jonas Norlander, which was pretty awesome. But none other than that, Henning was so awesome and mentioned that he didn't really think of any use of it. So I have it, which was really, really generous. And yeah, I don't really exactly know what to say, except yes, I said it to him, but yes, thank you. I might have something in plan. I don't know if Henning will see this, and this. I will try to actually send this link and all of that stuff, but nonetheless, I may have something in plan, so yeah, so stay tuned if anything. I will see what I can come up with, because this deserves something at least, because that's just amazing. So and this is the tile that I was mentioning. So this is signed by the designer, which is really cool, and the base of this actually has 2 of those tiles, so this will be one of them. So that was just really amazing. So coming up now will be first Henning's amazing micro transformers. I will also have a link to like his website as well down in the description, so you can watch some other of his creations, and also I think one of his father's creations is also on the website, so please check that down below in the description as well. And after that I will have many of the clips that I recorded today. Sadly I could not record all of the mocks at the convention. I missed some of the like train landscapes and stuff like that because they were so crowded today and I did not get an opportunity to film that. But upcoming is Henning's amazing micro transformers and all of the other cool stuff from today, so enjoy.
igång! Jansson, som har byggt det stora Star Wars-dioramat. Hur många bitar är det ungefär?
Det är ungefär en 80 till 100 000 bitar.
80 till 100 000 bitar. Hur många figurer?
Det är ungefär 1680 figurer på hela bygget.
Nästan 1700 bitar. Hur många timmar? Vi pratar inte pengar hur mycket du lagt ner, för det vill inte veta.
Nej,
Hur många timmar har du lagt ner på att bygga?
Ja, vi pratar 100 timmar minst. Alltså. Det tar ju 3 månader ungefär att bygga upp ett.
3 månader att bygga upp det. Men du pratade också tidigare idag om att du tänkte ändå ta ner bygget och bygga någonting annat.
Ja, jag tänkte göra någonting annat. Jag är lite mätt på det här bygget, men ja.
Man blir mätt på stora byggen. Det är kul och man får en legend efter sig, men man vill också bygga någonting nytt. Därav så kom idén upp att varför då inte ta nya UCS-falken som innehåller 7541 säger han. Ja. Varför ska då inte Han Solo köra in lite snett in hangaren? Hos bad guys i hangaren, va? Det känns som det ultimata avslutet. Ni får jättegärna filma och sådana saker, lägga upp på sociala medier. Men då egentligen Sergio äger vissa rättigheter, så hashtag Klossfestivalen är jätteviktigt att ni lägger upp på sociala medier. Sen är det så att bitar, som Micke sa, kommer att flyga, vi vet inte vilken utsträckning. Alla bitar som flyger, eller kommer våra volontärer hjälpa till att försöka ta in. Flyger bitar utanför, får ni jättegärna ta upp dem och slänga in dem sen. För alla bitar tillhör Sergios bygge, är ni med på det? Bara för att ni kommer på den sidan så kan man inte köpa det i Legohavet. Okej? Och som Micke sa, ni ansvarar själva för era egna barn. Vi tror och hoppas att att det räcker, men bitar kan ju flyga. Okej? Har du missat något?
Nej!
Nej!
Ska vi köra?
Ja!
Ska vi köra?
Ja!
Härligt! Falken ska krascha!
Falken skulle vara inte särskilt. Varför är det ganska lågt?
Du får skynda in.
gubbarna kommer. Men det väger inte så mycket så.
Ja, nej, men det är förståeligt.
Mer hatt.
Ja.
Varför flyttkartongen något att ställa här? Vad undrar? Den...
Up and down.
Oh, too heavy, too heavy! Det är så? På riktigt? Inte pipa! Nu då?
Wow!
Kan någon i gul sätta sig även där borta? En därifrån dit. En därifrån dit också. Ni ska försöka fånga mig.
Är ni med där nere? Så mycket!
Du får instruera sig här hur det ska vara.
Det är bra.
Högre. Räcker så. Stopp, stopp. En fråga bara. Ska ni bak en bit eller?
Ja, bak en bit.
Bak en liten bit. Håll i den. Bak en bit. Det är bra. Stopp.
Det är bra.
Jag kommer landa där någonstans.
Sikta mot de röda.
Vi siktar mot de röda.
Ja. Är ni med?
Är ni med?
Ja!
9, 8,
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0!
Passa på, nu är 25% i hela butiken.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and also follow me on my social media. I have a link to all of those down below in the description. So see you next time, guys.